All right, gang, we're going to be talking about plagiarism and copying in the VTube community. All right, it's no stranger that people like to try and get ahead by ripping somebody else's work. And that's what literally happens when it comes down to these VTube models, right? How many times have we seen a copy of Gargura or a copy of Shylily, right? It's okay to become inspired, but it's one thing to be inspired and maybe you're like, yeah, I want something like this versus I like that. I want it. I'm going to take it. It's going to be mine. And it's crazy that people don't think they're going to get called out. But yeah, here's a whole video by Taledo. So I already know this might be a little controversial, a little bit. But let's see. We're going to be talking about copying and plagiarism in the V2 community. Let's go.
Copying. We've all probably done it at some point in our lives. Looking over someone
True.
else's answers on a test.
I've done that.
Repeating what your friend says to piss them off. Or mimicking the popular memes and trends you see online. In most cases, copying is nothing too problematic. Unless at school, I'd advise you to actually get your education.
Hey man, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
But these are more personal or fun situations. When it comes to profiting from copying in business and media,
they copy my whole flow.
Bar for bar.
Bar for bar.
It has
Crazy.
far more problems. There's a well-known dilemma in the content space of YouTubers copying other YouTubers, stealing other people's ideas and styles, taking others' content for their own benefit.
Bro, they'll take the whole thumbnail, bro, and then they'll take the whole title too. It's crazy.
Or mimicking an entire creator's personality. These acts
That's
are
insane.
Shameful, rightfully, and usually get called out in
bro.
Nah, bro, get that shit out of
Yeah,
here.
what the hell?
Where copying creates a far more controversial dilemma. VTubers, virtual entertainers who use animated avatars for content instead of their go-to faces, is a vast industry built around artistic creativity.
Yes.
As an artistic industry, people have many principles around what art entails. People value not just good content, they value individuality and originality. And with thousands upon thousands of VTubers that see and perceive each other, and a lot of people wanting to do what works to get popular, things, whether intentionally or unintentionally, begin to overlap. There's a lot of drama surrounding copying, plagiarism, and stealing. VTubers harassed for having similar assets to others. A VTuber whose incessant imitations of one popular VTuber led to industry-wide chaos. Or a VTuber profiting thousands off of a right they never owned. It is a wild dilemma. And I feel like yapping again. But before we get into that, I need to make something heavily clear. Do not harass, attack, or dig into anyone mentioned in this video. They'll be on some weird shit. So,
let's talk about it.
That fallen angel kicked out of heaven. Get some snacks, get some water, get your friend's homework answers, and let's get on the video.
Let's go.
Let's fall back a couple of years.
Okay, how long we going?
Into the late 2010s. With the rise of Kazuna Ai, the Four Heavenly Kings, and agencies like Hololive and Nijisanji dominating the market over everybody, VTubing became an established Japanese industry. However, in 2020, companies would venture to the West to capture that untapped English-speaking market. Hololive being the first to jump at that opportunity. And right from these VTubers plus lockdown forcing everyone online, the VTubing golden age began, bringing millions and millions of more fans to the medium. But it didn't just leave an impact on the viewers, no. The growth of VTubers worldwide led tens of thousands to see these VTubers say, I want to do that too, and jump into the growing industry as virtual performers, either by auditioning and joining a VTuber agency, or taking the path as an independent creator. So enter Person A, who wants to become a popular VTuber. Person A knows all what it means to be a successful VTuber. Compared to typical content creation, this shit's all hella new and many people don't know what works. But these VTubers over here are blowing up and holding these audiences well with their personality, character design, voice, and style of content. Light bulb.
I think I'm about to steal!
A lot of aspiring VTubers would use popular VTubers as inspiration. Others would imitate the attributes that were best received in the market.
Yep. Give me that shit.
Just copy what's trending. Gargura is known for her archetype, voice, and demeanor. Countless
Give me
VTubers
that.
with the same concept.
That's
Anna's
crazy.
grew in popularity, and she had a pink cat avatar. Wow.
Give me
what
that.
A coincidence. I wanted to be a cute cat girl too. And they all are fucking pink.
That's crazy.
The song is popular and people are covering it.
King. Yeah.
Although that one anime meme that makes fun of how repetitive or unoriginal isekai anime.
I would say though, when it comes to like
pink. A new song is
when it comes to the VTuber community in general, right? When it comes to doing something creative, right? Like singing, I would say that this isn't so bad. Like, yeah, definitely oversaturated as hell. Like, bro, look, look at all these versions of King, right? This is insane. Like, how do you differentiate your version of King from somebody else's? I don't know. But that being said, like the song King is really good. So having different people give their version of it, I mean, right? I heard this like a long time ago when I was getting into the VTube community. Like, this is the song to say that, hey, you're a VTuber and you can actually sing. So if you do actually go for the song, I mean, I don't see why not. So when it comes to copying and plagiarism, like copying this, like copying a very particular song, I'd say go for it. Like on the scale of copying and stuff like that, like this is very minute.
That one anime meme that makes fun of how repetitive or unoriginal isekai anime are. The same bland everyman protagonist.
Damn, they all look the same, bro. That's crazy.
It's the same fantasy setting, the same conventionally attractive supporting female cast. It's not that isekai anime are that unoriginal. Sorry, I
could have fooled me.
Face.
Like literally, bro. Like it could have fooled me.
Despite the isekai trope having so much potential, the market has trends. Market demand shows that consumers love those attributes previously mentioned.
Attractive girls, males with swords,
or not, are just filling that in with maybe a singular twist to be successful. So this applies to any type of media and entertainment, including VTubers, idol VTubers, gremlin VTubers, lewd tubers, and then later male VTubers. The demand for these VTubers was high and shit was trending. It's natural for businesses to supply and market themselves around what works for the target demographic. But despite a medium where you can be literally anything, everyone was hella similar.
That's true.
A bit too similar.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing about VTube. You could literally be everything. But everybody wants to be a demon. Everybody wants to be a cat girl. Can we get something else?
Enter accusations of copying, plagiarism, and straight-up stealing. Earlier, I mentioned the many instances of content creators copying, and them getting called out. However, I purposely omitted the copying accusations with far less of a basis. Are you an energetic black VTuber that loves playing video games? You're a Corey X Kenshin clone. You play Minecraft, but with unique challenges. You're a Dream clone. You edit your videos with reaction memes, sound effects, and media B-roll when talking about random shit. You're a degenerosity clone. Wait
Shout out to the generosity. Got his ass.
These YouTubers even down to the script. Sometimes it's either a mere coincidence, a spin from inspiration, or just being a similar identity group. And in bad cases, people can get harassed or receive threats for it. So hear me out. I've seen my fair share of VTuber ripoffs, copying dramas, and people just stealing shit. Whether that's tracing, AI generation, or another VTuber's flow. I remember a VTubing app that got called out for having designs that were inspired from other agency VTubers.
Bro, like you can't make this shit up.
I remember when one of my mutuals.
Well, that's it. You know what?
AI generation or another VTuber's flow. I remember.
I'm gonna pose an interesting question, right? When it comes to dead VTubers, right? People that have already graduated, would it be bad to see a remix on that design? Like, I personally like
VTubing app that got called out for having designs that were
everybody knows.
Hold
on. Yeah, everybody knows that I love Nina Kosaka. I love Moderate Khan. I love the woman behind that V2 model. That being said, Nina Kosaka's design is absolutely gorgeous and we'll never see it again. I personally wouldn't mind if an indie VTuber came forward and was like, yeah, let me do a spinoff of this design. It looks good. And plus, she's not even around anymore. I would say that type of stuff is free game, but let me know what you think in the comments below.
Agency VTubers. I remember when one of my mutuals, Kashin Shinobi, got his shit completely ripped by an Etsy artist. Like,
that's crazy. That's literally him.
VTuber copying and plagiarism drama goes literally everywhere, and we'll get into the really crazy cases of VTuber plagiarism in a bit. But first,
VTubers attack.
Yuko Urei, before she, died, made a viral short where she banned the topic Gargura because people were attacking her design, voice, and mannerisms based on Gura's existence.
She is a big inspiration of mine. However, I am my own individual. I am Yuko Urei, Idol Corp's Ghost Boogie Blaster.
Also, she was definitely Boogie Blaster from Gura in another way. We don't talk about the girlfriend experience members content. During her first months, indie VTuber
girlfriend experience
got tons of shit due to being called a ripoff of Gargura. And niggas got me scrubbing my eyes like Mr. Krabs. Experience members content. During her first months, indie VTuber got tons of shit.
I mean, Gargura, I mean, like, the best you could say is, like, the hair and, like, blue. But Gargura does not own the market of blue.
Due to being called a ripoff of Gargura.
That's kind of crazy.
Scum in my eyes like Mr. Krabs. He said Gura was an inspiration. Her hoodie is similar. All I see is the color blue. I forgot when on her debut day, Gargura officially copyrighted hoodies. And even so, I don't see any point harassing anyone over it. Do y'all not see the big difference? Shawty out here with their chest out, and I'm looking at Gargura like...
Charlie, that's not Earth, right?
That's completely flat. That's a hood.
Amelia during her debut month got a ton of shit for being a supposed Shylily clone due to
tail. Wait, hold on.
Bangs.
Oh, her bangs. Oh, okay. Oh, damn.
Y'all way too much. Both would a year later get 2.0s and new designs.
Word, damn. Is that Ina?
For Amelia getting a new design was because she was tired of being constantly compared to Shylily. And let me list some other copying accusations I've seen. The constant Gatgo VTubers compared to Nyanners. Rini was compared to one of Nyanners' new models. Mariyumi was compared to not just Nyanners, but the white cat girl from Nekopara.
Hey, who man is this?
Bro, I would say, like, bro, if you're a cat VTuber, like, bro, you look like other cat VTubers. Like, how big can you change the cat VTuber design? It's literally a girl with cat ears and a cat tail. Like, sure, you could change the color, just don't be pink. I mean, does Nanners own the pink cat girl design? Does Okuyu, does she own the purple cat girl design? Right? I mean, bro, they're the cat girls.
Ichi-san Watarai Hibari got compared to false ID and got some pretty rude comments because of it. We kind of got people on TikTok comparing him to Genshin characters when he came before Genshin.
You don't ask Genshin why they modeled their characters after my final.
I've seen other VTubers make posts about being compared to Nina Kasaka, and I wouldn't be surprised if some demon VTubers out there.
Again, like I said personally, I would totally be fine with that because Nina Kosaka's design was fire, and she no longer exists. Go for it, personally.
Got compared to Iron Mouse. TLDR, whether it's coincidence or totally some inspiration, I'm not in the territory to care or even worse harass people over it. And it's gotten bad to the point that VTubers have had to ban other VTubers' names just to stop it from happening. But whether those allegations go anywhere or not, they don't really have any big community-shaking effects. The drama fizzles out as it's from nobodies and people move on. Unless these comparisons get the attention of bigger content creators. In 2022, indie VTuber Shylily would make a grand model debut that blew her up in popularity. Something noticed about Shylily though was her voice.
What's your accent? I'm German.
She had a high German accent, a bit different from the stereotypical Arnold Schwarzenegger accent. The voice and accent would lead a lot of viewers to compare her to then VShoujo VTuber Veibae, known for her British Polish accent.
Please don't clip it, please.
After incessant comments, replies, and comparisons on her stream, Veibae would make a response about Shylily that would spark controversy.
Dude, quite clueless. You're fucking quite clueless.
Whoa. What the hell?
Please don't talk about that. It's creepy to me and I don't like it and I hate it actually because when you compare stuff from 4 months ago, that person did not sound like me. So now that they do, it's weird. So we don't talk about it. You ever registered to my doppelganger channel? Bro, at that point, I'm at a point where it's like, you wanna settle for less? Go ahead.
Ooh, damn. Forget shots fired, bro. That's the whole... Yo, she looking for the smoke, bro. Like, you say something like that, you're looking for the smoke, bro. Okay. Okay, she said she a OG. Okay, she's standing on business, bro. She got her foot on Shylily neck, bro. That's crazy.
His response and ultimately wished to keep drama at a low.
Word.
Just ignore it. Yeah, just ignore it. No drama, only love, exactly.
Oh, okay. Taking the high ground, Lily.
It sounds like
I see you.
We don't even sound alike.
But people had opinions, of course. This would end up creating widespread criticism against Veibae while raising Shylily up in popularity even more. Some viewers understood why Veibae would be peeved about the constant comments about the subject, as that definitely fucks with your mental, but putting down Shylily was not the way of dealing with it. Others were happy to uplift Shylily and saw it as a promotion of sorts. But this drama is old as shit. Both of them are on good terms now, and I'm like 90% certain that things got handled privately. So again, no drama frogs, don't attack or be rude, it ain't that deep. So what if things don't sound similar, but look similar? Wow. Lily, a newly debuted indie VTuber, would reveal her model on Twitter and had many people compare her to Powdur, a known indie VTuber, due to color scheme, species...
I mean, bro... Hey, bar for bar, bro. Like this looks like it. But that being said, again, like Powder does not own like the white hair and like the purple pinkish thing, but like definitely you can see the comparison. Like they even have both have purple horns, bro, purple eyes. Like yes, bro, like this looks like the same thing. And it's I like you can't even really defend it, bro. But that being said, like there's so many VTuber designs. You know the coincidences. I mean, there are no coincidences. So like, yeah, bro, this looks pretty bad on old girl. For real, for real. Oh, play the video, homie. Let's
These
go.
white hair, purple horn, stuff like that. Powder's subtweet being aware of the lookalike for a while now would also bring more eyes to the story. She would also post DMs from viewers mentioning the alleged lookalike to her. This has a hella winded situation I'll try to quickly summarize for how both sides feel. Lily defended herself with her side. She was well aware of Powder during the design process, but had her own inspirations during redesigning, ultimately deciding, hey, I'ma do my own thing. Combos with her, Powder, and the artist happened, but despite Lily explaining her deep personal reason for choices, Powder ultimately didn't believe her, which felt crushing for Lily. Later, when Powder was asked if there was anything about the work in progress that concerned her, she would cut combos. She's well aware of the designs being similar with color palette and lore name, but see both her and Powder as different personalities and wishes to continue what she loves, which is streaming. Powder would push out her side. She was long involved in the situation with her own pointers. After deliberation and worries about looking like the lookalike, she ultimately decided she was not comfortable with branding similarities. And I even asked around it from both sides.
Why would she?
The subject of changes didn't exactly go her way. Too many things overlap behind the scene for Powder to be comfortable. And to her, them going forward without changing made her feel personally disregarded.
100%, bro.
The situations, she spoke with her designer and ultimately cut conversations for her sanity. There's a bit more, but TLDR, private convos resulted in no solution. Shit went public.
And everybody's falling now.
And everybody's falling now.
Different points I saw. On one hand, several VTubers see their designs as expressions of themselves and are protective of it. Then why go with a design that'll get you constantly compared to someone else? I'd personally avoid that. On another hand, no one can claim a color scheme or species. Yuri doesn't own blue sea creatures or hoodies. Yanners didn't originate pink cat girls. I can't copyright Black Fallen Angels or my cat break jokes I use in every single video.
Every video,
At the end of the day, you just keep creating and let them deal with it. I couldn't care less to really pick a side, but when it comes to similarities, God, thank you for making me black. I automatically stand out in this space by merely existing. So that's how it should have ended, right? But yeah, conveniently ignored what happened with the other Powder responses. Okay, I will always say that feelings and emotions are valid, but what actions one does will get them judged by the mass regardless of them. Because to the audience, it ain't about you, it's about your message. It's what you do with those feelings. And I do get Powder's frustration here, but
how does this turn into this?
Some other tweets were.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. But she got a point though. She got a point. She was there first cooking with the purple white haired demon thing. And then somebody came and they started getting recognized for being like you. I mean, if anything, it reminds me of real life ASAP Rocky and Travis Scott. Like ASAP was at the top of his game. Travis came out of nowhere, started copying the French braids, started copying the swag, copying the look. His music started sounding a little similar. And then Travis started standing out using this auto-tune. And then Travis started blowing up. And next thing you know, people think ASAP Rocky is Travis Scott, right? That's crazy. So like, I can understand why people want to be protective of their image, because if you let somebody else come and take your shit, they will take it. And that's just real deal Holyfield, bro.
Bitterness into bitter replies into comments that f***ed her PR into another meme. Oh my God, stop talking, please, shut up!
Damn. So she went OD. Dog break, please don't hurt the dog. Oh!
It became a hella
what the hell?
yikes situation. People got very mad at her, and we're going to move on. Similar to the Veibae and Shylily thing, both move on. Support whoever, don't be rude or weird to either. We talked a bit about Shylily earlier. The Orca Cat mix in the
Some tells me it did not go right for Powder.
Vtuber has a uniquely soft German accent, also loves saying the phrase womp womp.
Womp womp, womp womp.
She grew into her hit icon in the scene. Hell, I made a video about it a while ago. So look at her, and now look at this.
He copied my whole flow.
Damn!
And it lasted over 6 months. An indie
that's a long
VTuber by
time.
the name of SmolLola would appear in late 2023. She would make shorts and clips when on November 23rd, certain comments would appear comparing her likeness to Shylily, her archetype, design, phrases, and most notably, swim outfit. SmolLola would adamantly defend herself against the quote, drama Shylily fans had unfortunately brought to her. Push back on this later. Although you can definitely see similarities, it's not enough to dictate copying or plagiarism, so most people believe SmolLola, gave her support from hate, and moved on. But when this first happened, two things stuck out to me. The names, Shylily, SmolLola. But you know, it wasn't my business. On December 5th, she announced getting a 2.0 to avoid the Shylily allegations, and I thought, hey, with the new designs, I hope shit gets better for her.
Sure.
Then the copying drama came up again in January.
Yeah, let me go ahead and... Again.
Amy Sakura V2 made a tweet calling out how SmolLola's work in progress model seemed like straight up copying Shylily's. This model having been leaked after SmolLola showed it on her then private stream. I say weird because this account, along with 2 other accounts that made negative posts against SmolLola, don't even feel like real people. All appeared in late September 2023, all based off cheap pre-made Etsy models, all have weird ChatGPT-like bios and introductions, and then all hella inactive until January 15th to call out the small VTuber.
Who are you people?
Similar to last time, people sided and defended her, she got some followers out of it, and then I actually saw the leaked design.
Oh man! Bro, like literally, bro. This is a parallel universe of Shylily.
Posting it in a fake duet format.
And then this drama came up again in June.
Round
3 times over 6 months. You can guess I'm getting tired of it. But this time the script completely changed. When the same instance happens so often with one specific person, people begin to question, how does this one person end up in the same thing so often? Once it's a chance. Twice, it's a coincidence. Third time it happens,
What is that?
it gotta be on you. So people notice things they previously missed from before. Way too many similarities. The design, the tail, the ears, the outfit, the fish in the mouth, the glow-in-the-dark visual effect, the names, logos, VTuber hybrid archetype, and especially the silhouettes, because tell me at first glance you tell these two apart.
They're the same picture.
Someone even recolored the model to look like Shylily. And then another thought appeared. Didn't he say at first nothing was similar or inspired by Lily? That she'd change her design into 2.0 to be less like her? How are we still here? This time she did admit there were similarities in designs, but loved her design regardless. However, saying hers is a direct ripoff of Shylily's is false and frankly rude. But why would you make these design choices if you wanted to move away from the comparisons? People started to switch sides, and then allegations came out about her voice. Some people believe SmolLola faked her voice in the present to sound more like Shylily, whose German accent is actually pretty damn uncommon.
You guys are stuck. I can't get you guys to move.
I heard you like VTubers, and if you haven't noticed yet,
bro, this is identity theft.
I kind of hear a soft accent in the original, so I can believe that's her real voice. The constant other stuff didn't help her case though. The internet saw the overabundance of similarities, the acts of imitation, the sheer amount of coping, and the inconsistency of statements and potential lies, and it became a fucking shitstorm. Memes upon memes and public callouts about copying and plagiarism. Even her OG artist came in like, yeah, there's a good chance he wants to be Shylily. Some artists made free designs to maybe help her out. She was even interviewed by VTuber Alara to give her side, and somehow the interview made her look worse. But there was one thought in my head. I was aware of this dilemma from the beginning, but majority of the time I was wondering how Shylily felt experiencing all this. Because imagine you, Lily. Over 6 months, you wake up seeing everyone wilding and now your name getting thrown around. And eventually, Shylily made a response to the months-long drama.
I'ma just say it the way it is. I have nothing to say. Leave me be. I'm at a size where no matter what I say, it's wrong. If I express any amount of uncomfortableness, for the lack of a better word, I'm the big bad wolf. If I pretend like it's not a big deal and don't care, I set a new standard that is encouraging people to do the same, and it's kind of disrespectful of artists because it's basically like, you know what? All the work, skill, and effort artists put out there, just f***ing steal it. Who gives a shit? It'd be nice if people stop putting words in my mouth. I'm staying out of it for reasons, and I know my chat is not involved in it either. So if people could stop pretending like I've made any public opinions about whatever, or that my chat is doing anything to whomever, both of those are untrue. and I can prove it. That's all I wanted to say. I'm tired of that stuff being brought up. I don't like drama. Everyone who respects me knows that. So, yeah.
People consider this one of the best responses to a drama like this.
I mean, her response was saying both sides of like each coin. I mean, yeah, W, like she's aware that, hey, whatever happens, it'll happen. And it's just like, she's not interested. Like, yeah, that's a real ass response, bro.
And I definitely agree with the point around Shylily fans, because
that's
Shylily
a real
fans
response.
spreading hate and sparking drama? Do you know Shylily fans? They are way more concerned with looking up porn of their Oshi than spreading hate around her. But
really?
Where did that leave SmolLola? SmolLola would make a final response, ultimately stating she could have handled a lot of things more maturely. By her words, she never intended to hurt people or start drama, but she emphasized that she was not a victim. Hate sucks and she wanted to vent, but she could have avoided this situation. She further states that her voice is not fake, as she previously spoke with low energy. She didn't expect a bunch of artists to give free designs when she asked for advice, and it was never her intent to engagement bait or drama farm. However, on the topic of plagiarism, she admits she took too much inspiration and apologizes to Shylily and her other artists, stating she has plans for a new redesign. She first graduated and leaving, then decided she would then go on an indefinite hiatus, and now she's back on Twitter under a new Abby and her account locked, and I'll respect that privacy. I see SmolLola's case like countless inspiring content creators out there. They want to do what works and look up to the top performers, but end up imitating aspects of them too much, getting lost in the sauce, and caught for inconsistency, where whether they believe so or not, the mass will see them as the copycat. Ultimately, come to your own conclusion, but don't be bullying or harassing. That shit's lame as fuck.
True.
Speaking of bigger, if you're a VTuber fan, you've definitely heard of the name Filian, previously a VR chat streamer turned indie VTuber who blew up in popularity to her YouTube shorts, effectively becoming the 4th most popular VTuber in the world, but most notably a lot of merch. Signed posters, shirts and hoodies, U2s, cups, figurines, and plushies. Even got her VTuber skin featured in a racing game. Hi, this is Filian's manager. If you want to make merch of her for conventions, go for it. My manager is me. That should put into perspective how big Filian is. So let me tell you how big of a revelation it was to hear that she never owned the copyright to her design and model.
Yes,
she
that shit
never
is crazy.
paid money for the model.
That's crazy.
And one merch event would expose a large tirade of negligence that could have ended far worse for her, because she basically got caught stealing. Enter two parties. Party 1, Good Smile Company. Good Smile is a Japanese manufacturer company that focuses on hobby products like sets, acrylics, and figures. Most notably though, Nendoroid. And if you remember my VTuber merch video and how I feel about Nendoroid,
W plug.
they're pretty damn good. And on July 4th, they would announce a Filian Nendoroid. This was expectedly a huge deal. Filian states, quote retweeting the post. Before, we never got permission from the original Mardo artist for shit like this. Into Party 2, Jingo. Jingo is a Japanese VR chat artist that sells pre-made models at an affordable price. A good parallel being those pre-made models aspiring VTubers may buy from Etsy. They also sell a pay-to-use model of their original character Rindo for 7,000 yen. Put the two models together and look at that. The toothpick really changes everything. Filian's model isn't even Filian's, but rather a recolored version of Jingo's model. An artist on Twitter posted a meme converting Rindo into Filian's current design in just over 3 minutes. And if you want to know how easy it is to make this 3D design into Filian, it is just that easy. And there's no world where it's enough to claim as your own, or worse, sell merch.
Hey y'all, come look at this.
Copyright 2024 Filian.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Damn!
Jingo would have a bit to say regarding this Filian and Good Smile deal. Quote, this morning I received many messages about the announcement posted by Good Smile Company about the production of a Nendoroid based on a VTuber who used my Rindo model as a base for their avatar. Since I found out when I was still traveling, it took me a while to figure out what was going on. I did not receive any prior communication from Good Smile Company nor the VTuber in question about the production of this Nendoroid figure. From my point of view, the fact that there was an announcement of plans to professionally produce a figure based on my character, even though I have yet to hear about this, is very puzzling. I am currently in the process of communicating with Good Smile Company and the VTuber in question, and am awaiting a response. Since this situation involves companies, not just individual people, it will take a bit of time for everything to be resolved. I hope you all can understand this. Please wait for the outcome. Let's do a bit of digging into why this was a big issue for Filian. First, in Jingo's terms of service, after the purchase of the model, they permit it for personal use and even video and live streaming use. However, when it comes to tangible goods like merch, you gotta contact.
Totally not fine.
Second, Jingo isn't the only party that Filian had this happen to. What about this Mint model that she used early in her career? She even featured it in racing games and plushie merch. Turns out, this was a refurbished model from another Japanese VR chat artist by the name of Kamado. And they heard about the situation in relation to past merch and relate that they never gave Filian permission around those items. And if you thought it couldn't get worse, people found some other clips.
You are so beautiful. I'm so glad that you like this model that I paid $0 for and I'm using for free.
Maybe.
Like, bruh, like, you can't make it up, bro. It's right there, bro. People really trying to defend it. It's right there.
KhunShawn gifted it to her.
What if I took my VR chat model and I started face tracking with it? So what I did was I went and ripped the model from VR chat illegally. I uploaded it into some software that I downloaded off the internet because I saw this girl DM video. She recommended software called
that was really bad.
So you can imagine why this was a fucking business nightmare. Filian has sold thousands upon thousands of dollars worth of merch off models she knew were someone else's, and she went against TOS and never reached out about this. All of this plus the ripping of shit that's just seen as disrespecting artists. Second, copyright infringement. That is a crime, especially in commercial merchandising situations. We are now in legal territory. Do you understand how seriously the Japanese takes copyright?
You think it's a game?
Yeah.
You avoid that
it's something
altogether.
else, bro.
Good Smile saw the giant controversy underway
It's time to
and
go.
deleted the announcement
It's
right
time to go.
afterwards. Indeed, my nigga. This
We
is
gotta
a
go.
bad situation.
We gotta
Some of y'all
go.
may know of the VTuber Neurosama.
Yep.
987's AI VTuber that blew up in 2023 due to its prompts creating wacky and engaging responses with the stream. At first, Neurosama's model was Momose Hiyori, a default model in VTube Studio. But once business became a foresight, Vidal commissioned VTuber Annie for a transformative redesign. This helped breathe new light in Neurosama and gave her her own base avatar while effectively avoiding potential legal liabilities regarding commercial and merchandising operations. But that's the go-to path. And for the fourth biggest VTuber in the world to let a massive screw-up like this happen is just not good. Like, as a brand, there's no excuse you can make for this. You gotta commission your own shit at this point. And you've had years to work this dilemma out. As a result, thousands upon thousands has been gained off of something you don't own. Did Jingo know about the other merch items before this? Her
Probably
clips claiming
not.
she ripped the model? It gets very bad. Filian would make a short response about the situation on her stream.
So real quick chat, what is it real quick? So I've been talking to the artist behind the scenes. I don't know if you guys saw her tweet like yesterday, but we're gonna get on proceeding in a way that like protects her rights and it's compliant with the EUA, the EUA. So I'll let you know when there's an update. But with that being said, chat!
And Ringo, after all private conversations, would have their final say on supposedly proceeding. With Jingo's rights, they permit anyone using the model for anything, including indie VTuber activities. However, just because they purchase a boot model doesn't mean they own it. You're effectively renting it. Moreover, any usage of her model in a highly profitable or commercial sense, like production of goods, requires notification in advance, and if one isn't an indie VTuber or from an agency, they have to reach out about the model's usage. Most
Understandable.
Quote, the part of this that I took issue with was that even though the VTuber did not own the copyright to the character, they proceeded with the project and formed a contract with the company without notifying the original creator of the character in question. As follows, I have requested that the production schedule for this character merchandising product be stopped altogether. I am not after any royalties or other financial incentives. I simply wish to protect the copyright of my characters. To allow this, such as through the sale of copyright licenses, would mean that every character derived from my model would have its own copyright, and as a result, those who use the same models as bases may become in some fucking copyright disputes. They end off reiterating that their boot models are for everyone, not just one person, and as long as the design is not completely one's own, no matter how many changes they make to it, the copyright is non-negotiable because traces of the original author will still remain. So given the entire
100%.
situation, that's why I said at the beginning, shit could have gone a lot worse for Filian, because there's now money
could have got
involved.
sued.
Afterwards, the Filian Good Smile project was effectively suspended. Filian Co., her merch website that she had announced in the past, is completely empty now with further merch plans being unknown. Remember that manager tweet she made? Yeah, that's gone too. And
It's time to become get a manager, bro.
Apologies regarding the matter.
Get a
She just
manager.
Kinda moved on. So was this an honest mistake or gross negligence? Come to your own conclusion. But regardless,
I would say she did it, and then she was like, well, let's go ahead. Like, I want to say Filian is the type of person that didn't realize what they were doing, That being said, ignorance is not a case when it comes to legality, okay? So even if you want to give her the best good faith and say, oh, well, yeah, she knew she stole the design, but maybe she didn't know it was illegal to make money off of the design that she stole. Like, sure, bucko, sure. But at the end of the day, she's still doing something illegal. So like, what's your point? There, you have no point. Like, it doesn't matter. So yeah, honestly, she got away with a slap on the wrist, which is, I mean, sure, fine. Like, yeah, they just take down the merch. Now you know that it's an issue. Get a new design and then make something new. Like, just keep pushing, keep it pushing. Like, I'm not saying she needs to go to jail or anything, right? But like, if you're stealing stuff, stop stealing it. Point blank, period.
List that shit's on her. Plus, there's that other artist, I didn't see a further response from them. Of course, don't harass, attack, or be dicks to anybody here. But another question. Will Filian be getting a new model? If she wants to do merch again, she has to. But hey, if you can joke about breaking that much VR equipment, you definitely got the money to get your own model and not be ripping shit. Before we end the video and all this drama, let's have a moment. Have you ever heard this phrase before when it comes to art? Nothing is original anymore. Let me explain. Due to human history.
Well, I would say like when it comes to just philosophy in general, there is nothing new under the sun. So yeah, that would coincide with this. There is nothing new under the sun. No art is brand new. It is what it is.
History dating back for a damn long time, unless it's a completely new invention, someone somewhere on this planet we call Earth has sparked a product, service, or idea, because everything is built on pre-existing resources from before. Therefore, nothing is original. But as American writer Austin Kleon explains, all creative work builds on what came before. Every new idea is just a remix of two previous ideas. Hell, he even made a book titled How to Steal Like an Artist, because that's what artists do. They take things but emulate it in their own personal style. What makes something
and that's all you can do.
Is by making your own new and curious combinations. Let's make it very clear. The VTubing industry is oversaturated as all hell. There are hundreds of talented creators who may have a similar attribute to someone who came before or is more popular. And I'm not really a fan of no names putting down others' creative work for simply being a similar identity, coincidence, or having inspiration. But there's a clear difference between inspiration and straight up stealing shit. Some may say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, but sometimes it's the sincerest way of getting caught in 4K.
Yeah.
Get you in 4K! Because that's on you. Ultimately, if you want to become a creator at all, don't let any of this discourage you. Take the knowledge from before in stride, learn from references, and be the best creator you can be. Just have a bit of authenticity. But hey, I seem to really love copying my Oshi Korya's Kenshin.
Stay authentic.
What the hell are you talking about?
Making a video and then disappearing for months.
That's how it be sometimes. All right. So yeah, I mean, that was a cool video. Definitely a lot of cases of plagiarism and copyright in the VTube community, and some pretty much good advice. Like, there was nothing I really disagreed with in this video, right? Again, don't bully anybody, don't harass anybody. At the same time, like, yeah, you got to check somebody sometimes. If you realize somebody is stealing something, you got to be the person to be like, hey, stop that, criminal scum, right? W Skyrim reference, hit the like button for that one. But yeah, 100%. There's nothing else to really talk about besides the fact, like, yeah, there are people out here creating VTube models and they're inspired by other people. And it's okay to become inspired, but at some point in time, you need to put your own essence into that model. So like, say I like Bao. Sure, I want to have a whale VTuber. That doesn't mean you have to make it look exactly like Bao's, because there's several different whales out there just in general, right? You can make a different type of whale and still be a whale VTuber, even if you want to have the same blue color. There's different types of designs to be made and types of different designs that are being created all the time. So yeah, be inspired, but have some originality. Anyways, that's the video. Interesting video from Taledo. I don't dislike the video. I think this is cool. I'd hit the like button, but I had to download the video because the internet here, you guys already know, if you're familiar with my situation, the internet here ain't that good, so I can't watch it on YouTube. So I can't hit the like button, but I will say it is a good video. Link in the description to the original. Definitely go show your support for this video specifically, because it is a good video. And it is a I think if people didn't understand that there was like cheating inside of the VTube niche, well, here it is. Like, multiple different people caught stealing from prominent figures in the VTube community, and people that are stealing from people that aren't even in the VTube community, but they like their art and they want to take it and use it in the VTube world. Like, regardless, stealing is stealing. So yeah, it's your boy KhunShawn. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Join my Blue Sky. Follow me on Blue Sky. Link in the description. I'll be tweeting and talking to the smaller VTubers over there. It's pretty cool. It's better than Twitter. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.